It's your boy. It's Rusty Russ. He's back with that market update. Get hyped, guys. I know my voice is pretty monotoned, but there's no reason you can't get hype. Let's do this. Hi, guys. It's Rusty Russ. It's your boy. Back with that market update. And I'm talking about, today we're just talking about some news. Why the market's doing what it's doing. Senator Warren making JPOW her bitch. This was some news yesterday. Increased taxes in the bill if Mnuchin can stop being a total loser. And margin debt's at an all-time high, which means if things start to come down, they're going to start to come down. And the buy-the-dip mentality is really hurting the retail dip buyers. So, like, we're going to start to see things tumble pretty good. I mean, things might cool off. The 10-year and the dollar might cool off. And that might give us a little bit of a relief rally. But don't get that shit twisted, guys. Like, that shit is coming down 10%. And I'll show you what key levels to watch, and then the look ahead, right? So after it's all tumbling, what are we going to look at? Well, let's go ahead and set up for big tech earnings. If big tech goes too low, so like Amazon, I'm going to talk to Amazon. If we see 3,200, 3,100, 3,000, like we're going to go into Amazon for a Christmas play and just let that shit expire. We're also going to do Target, maybe Starbucks, depending on what the drama is. We're going to do these in the middle of next month, right? Depending on what the drama is in Starbucks or Target. This one is, I think, Target has earnings. I think it's November 14th or November 17th. I'm not sure. This is November 4th for Amazon and Google. So we're gonna look at those for a quick double. Easy peasy double. Double your money. Boom, boom. And those trades for sure. Maybe. We'll see what's up. Right entries are the key. We're going to talk about what the futures are doing, and then we're going to wrap that shit up, guys. Alright, let's go. Breaking news. Getting a hang of it.
And that makes you a dangerous man to head up the Fed, and it's why I will oppose your renomination.
Okay. Well, get wrecked. Get wrecked, JPOW. She ain't playing around. Anyways, not joking around here. Fucking JPOW's getting slapped around. Senator Warren is saying, like, don't even pick him, okay? Because she will oppose his ass. Who's next on the list, though? Another Dove, so probably nothing too big to worry about. Because this is Doves for days at the Federal Reserve. Dovish means that they're going to have monetary policies that are accommodative to pumping the assets of the wealthy, which is stocks and houses. So we're going to keep seeing that. They're never going to raise rates, and they know it. Because they do, they'll bankrupt the government. What does that mean? Here, let me break this down, guys. So what is a bond? A bond is when the government goes to people, China, regular folks, doesn't matter who they go to, and they say, okay, you're going to give us some money, and we're going to give you money back, plus an interest rate, specifically, and at the end of XYZ years, no risk, you're going to get all your money back, plus interest. So if that interest rate goes up, it's going to be very, very hard for the government to be able to pay its bills. And the Federal Reserve knows that shit. So are they going to raise rates? Probably not. And they fucking know it. And they can't. They'll bankrupt the United States if they do. So they're in a corner right now, guys. Anyways, so another thing that scares the stock market is taxes. They want to pass this tax bill. I know this is from September 13th, but they want to put in they want to put in the government debt ceiling bill tied in with this bill. Use reconciliation, but the thing is, Mnuchin is a holdout. He's a Democratic senator. So basically, if they get all 50 Democratic senators to agree, they already passed it in the House. And then the vice president, which is Kamala Harris, she gets to vote to break the tie, and they can pass it without any support from the Republicans. But Mnuchin is a dickhead senator, and he's not going to vote for it. So what's going to happen unless Mnuchin breaks and votes with his party and stops being a fucking dino? We might actually be fucked on this one. But us being fucked on this one means the stock market. It would be a bad news for the stock market if Mnuchin went with the Democrats, funded this, and raised taxes. That's what the stock market is afraid of most. Okay, so don't get it twisted. They're afraid of this corporate tax rate going up. That's what they're trying to price in right now. They're like, holy shit, Fed is slightly hawkish, not really though. I mean, definitely sort of hawkish. They're about to taper, so it's hawkish. And then seasonality plus, I mean, debt ceiling drama, China drama, and then like our taxes going up probably. And then everyone took profits. So like right now, what's going to happen? Well, it depends what the 10-year does and the dollar do. They head higher. We're going to see tech head lower and bring everything down with it. Okay? Gravy. Oh, another thing that'll bring down the market, guys, of what'll accelerate the market bringing down is margin debt. So people borrow money, like big firms and hedge funds and other such folks. They borrow money like you can trade on margin. You guys know what margin is, right? So if I have like 2x margin or 5x margin with my broker, I mean, I can buy like 5 times more stocks than I can. Say if I have $100 in its 5x margin, I can buy $500 worth, that sort of thing. Well, the amount of margin debt in the system is higher than the bubble, the .com bubble, any bubble that you've ever seen. So as if the stock market makes a hard downward move like it did recently, and if it does it again, like they're going to be margin called, they're going to have people forced selling because they probably bought here and here and here and here and all the way up. So like they need to get rid of that, of their margin debt, so that they don't get margin called. So that's going to bring everything down super fast and super hard. We might go down 20% because of margin debt is at an all-time high. Additionally, the buy the dip people were a big reason why this market kept on rallying, as well as the cocaine that the Federal Reserve is pumping straight at their noses. You know, I mean, but those two things are going away. Buy the dip mentality is getting wrecked, and you know, margin debt's not all-time high. Wouldn't surprise me if we saw like 2 or 3 days in a row of negative 2.5% in the Nasdaq. Would not surprise me at all if we saw like 2 weeks of just absolute blood. 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks. Okay? What's going on Wall Street? Well, this is the 10-year yield. It's sitting at 1.521%. We're seeing that it did break 1.5. It's steadily holding. It just, you know, MACD cross right here. You know, it's curling back up. And we'll see what happens with that. Here's the dollar. Big upward move on the dollar. My price target for the dollar before it slows down is 94.767. That's just my price target. I think maybe the dollar can slow down here, but I think it's going to keep rising. And if it does, we're going to see commodities take a hit. But additionally, once the dollar starts to cool off, guys, we're going to see commodities go back up. So that's why we can play. We can be bullish NUGT once gold is at, I think it's like 1680, 1680. When the futures are there, we might think about being bullish gold, but not until then. Looking ahead, okay, what's going on in the month of October? We have GDP on Friday. Numbers on the unemployment report, as long as it's okay, taper's going to happen. This could be, people might be holding their breath here and waiting for this, and if this is freaking terrible, then the market might rally, but it has to be super bad. If it's just okay or better, like tapering is coming for sure. This is CPI. This is the PPI. So this number, right, these two numbers right here will tell us about our piggies, lean hogs, right? So that's why I'm bullish lean hogs, because these are going to say, hey, guess what? You know, lean hogs, a lot of demand, not a lot of supply. So I think that'll make our hogs and our cattle trades bullish as will help. So that's what's going on with that. Oh, the Federal Reserve is going to taper probably on one of these 2 dates, and big tech earnings is the following Thursday. So market calendars. October is going to be fucked though, guys. So if you just want to take it slow, guys, because November is the month that we're going to like try to go double up and triple up our accounts. Okay, so this is the dollar. What's going on? The dollar is it's headed higher. I think it's headed here. And when it gets there, I think then we can start to look at big tech plays or other such plays, commodity plays, until it pulls back. But I think it's going to continue to rise, though. I think big tech is going to be out of favor for a very long time, and I like Amazon for November. This is oil. It has not made a double top here, but I think it can reach all-time highs. I mean, not all-time highs, but definitely 90. I mean, it's going to get pretty bad here for oil. I mean, oil's going to make an all-time high pretty soon. The rig count is tomorrow, I think, right? So we'll see what's up with the rig count, and the hurricanes are bullish as shit, oil and natural gas. On top of that, something that's bullish, oil and natural gas are, well, the Democrats, really, because, I mean, they just stop people from drilling, and they're dumbasses. Here's another chart. Right. Okay, cool. Here is the S&P 500 futures. Okay, didn't quite see a double bottom, but I think we can sell off all the way down to 42. I think that's what we'll see, or maybe this favorite level right here, because of all the risk factors we saw. Here we go. I mean, can we rise up to here before we start selling off? I think our next sell off is definitely here, and then maybe even here. So we still got some pain to go. And if the NASDAQ, here's gold, I think gold's gonna touch here, right there. We're gonna try to see a double bottom. And if we see this double bottom, then we can get bullish. But I think that's where gold is going. I think it's going to 1673.3. Okay, I think it's coming lower, which is why we're bullish at dust. Here is, lean hogs, or lean hoggy hogs. I think it's gonna make an all-time high. I think it can go to 100 for sure. Natural gas is headed back up, so it's $1. But once and for reasons we just said, hurricanes, the dollar, and what else did we say? Oh, the rig count tomorrow on Thursday. Where's that Friday? I forgot. Anyways, one of those days. What is this? The NASDAQ. Okay, so the NASDAQ, if the NASDAQ bounces up at all, we're going to sell the rip. So we're going to sell call credit spreads on the NASDAQ. So maybe if we can get TQQQ call credit spreads at 131, 132, and let them expire on the 8th. But don't get a big position, guys. Okay, here we go. I mean, if we could see it get bullish all the way to 15.2, that'd be fine. Or a rejection at 1500. Here's the Dow Jones. We're seeing it's outperforming the NASDAQ. Here's our cow play, guys. This is our moo play. Our moo play. We love our moo play. But what is our moo play doing? Okay, it slid. Got some good data. Some good moo data. And if we can break higher, I think we're going to run to all-time highs for sure. I think this is the new big tech, guys. This is the new big tech. Let's get bullish. Okay, and that's pretty much it for me, guys. Pretty much it. You can copy all my trades by the links in the description. You can go to optionsalertpenguin.com. Hit join now. You can text me. I'll send you the Discord link. I'll teach you as much as I can. We can learn how to trade book credit spreads and call credit spreads. If you have a Roth IRA, go ahead and buy I like QYLD. It's a fixed income strategy. The more you have, the more dividends you get each month. And if you have like 600K in, I think you make like $4,000 or $5,000 a month just in straight up dividends. Something to that effect. Don't quote me on that figure. Something like that. But imagine if you had 1 or 2 million when you retire in QYLD or something like it. I mean, you could easily have a nice little income. Okay, guys. So that's what we're doing. And then fund your options account. And then, chill. All right. But that'll be it for me. Deuce.